Ever wondered how Pinterest came to be? It's a journey that begins in 2009. In the winter of that year, three men, Ben Silbermann, Paul Sciarra, and Evan Sharp, embarked on a journey that would revolutionize the way we save and share ideas on the internet. The three founders had a shared vision and a shared passion for technology, which they combined to create what we now know as Pinterest. Ben Silbermann, the leading light among the trio, had a unique passion that sparked the idea for Pinterest. Ever since he was a child, Silbermann loved to collect things. From insects to stamps, his fascination for collecting and cataloging was deep-seated. As he grew older, his passion took a more digital turn. He began to see the potential of the internet as a vast virtual collection board. Silbermann, along with Sciarra and Sharp, started brainstorming how they could turn this idea into a reality. They envisioned a platform where people could not only store their favorite things, but also discover new ones, just like walking into a museum or a vibrant flea market. This was a concept that was quite different from the existing social media platforms. After many late-night discussions, countless brainstorming sessions, and endless coding marathons, the team created a prototype. A virtual pin board where users could pin their interests, ideas, and inspirations. They named it Pinterest, a portmanteau of pin and interest. The platform was initially invitation-only, and the early adopters were design bloggers who fell in love with the idea of a visual platform to share their inspiration. Word spread about this new creative platform, and soon a community began to grow. And so the seed was sown for a platform that would soon grow into a global phenomenon. It was a unique blend of Silbermann's love for collecting, Sharp's design expertise, and Sciarra's entrepreneurial spirit that led to the creation of this unique platform. A platform where users could discover, save, and share the things they loved. And so Pinterest, the visual discovery engine, was born. The early days of Pinterest weren't easy, with slow growth and skepticism from investors. A fledgling idea, Pinterest was born into a world of social media giants. The team faced the uphill task of carving a niche for itself, and it was anything but a walk in the park. The platform's growth was slow, and it was a struggle to gain traction. The founders, however, were undeterred. They believed in the uniqueness of their concept, a virtual pinboard where people could share and discover new interests. To build an initial user base, they decided on an exclusive strategy. They rolled out the platform in a beta version, where the only way to join was through an invitation. This exclusivity piqued interest and created a sense of intrigue around the platform. The first users were like pioneers, venturing into an unexplored territory of social media. They were the ones who would eventually form the backbone of the Pinterest community. Word of mouth was the primary driver of their growth in these early days. Users found value in the platform and started sharing it within their circles. The unique visual interface, the ability to discover and share interest, all contributed to a positive user experience. This satisfaction led to natural advocacy, and slowly but steadily the platform started to grow. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The slow growth of Pinterest led to skepticism from investors. In a world where explosive growth was often the benchmark of success, Pinterest's slow and steady approach raised eyebrows. Questions were asked, doubts were cast, and the pressure was on. Yet the founders of Pinterest were unfazed. They knew they were playing a long game. They understood that their platform was different, and it would take time for people to understand and embrace this new way of sharing and discovering interests. They believed in their idea, and they were ready to swim against the tide to make it work. But the founders of Pinterest were not discouraged and continued to believe in their idea. They held on to their conviction, weathered the storm, and continued to build one pin at a time. The turning point for Pinterest came in 2011, 2 years after its inception. In the early spring of that year, a decision was made that would forever change the trajectory of the budding platform. Pinterest launched its first iPhone app. This wasn't just a minor update or a slight modification to the existing website. It was a bold step into the uncharted territory of mobile browsing. You see, by 2011, smartphones were quickly becoming the primary tool for internet access. More and more people were starting to browse the web on the go, and Pinterest saw an opportunity to capitalize on this trend. The launch of the iPhone app wasn't just about making Pinterest available on another platform, it was about redefining how users interacted with the service. The visual nature of Pinterest's content made it a perfect fit for the small, touch-controlled screens of smartphones. Browsing through boards became a simple matter of flicking a finger. Pinning and repinning items was as easy as a tap. The app was designed to be intuitive, easy to use, and most importantly, enjoyable. This was a crucial factor in the significant increase in user engagement and sign-ups that followed. The app's launch also marked a shift in Pinterest's strategy. The focus was no longer solely on the desktop experience, but also on creating a seamless mobile experience. This was a pivotal moment for the platform, as it acknowledged the evolving needs of its users and adapted to meet them. The iPhone app was more than just a new way to access Pinterest. It was a statement. It signaled that Pinterest was ready to innovate, ready to adapt, and ready to meet its users wherever they were. And the users responded. They flocked to the app, and Pinterest's user base grew exponentially. The app's success wasn't just a win for Pinterest, it was a win for the users. It opened up a new world of possibilities, a world where inspiration could be found at the tap of a screen, where ideas could be shared in an instant, and where creativity was always just a swipe away. With the launch of the mobile app, Pinterest was finally on the map. From 2012 onwards, Pinterest saw a period of rapid growth and development. Let's dive into this transformative era for Pinterest. As the calendar pages turned, the team behind Pinterest was anything but idle. They realized that to grow, they needed to evolve and adapt. And so they did, by introducing new features and expanding their reach beyond the English-speaking world. One of the most significant advancements in this period was the introduction of business accounts. This step transformed Pinterest from a platform for personal use into a powerful tool for businesses. With a business account, companies could create their own Pinterest boards and pins and use Pinterest's analytics to understand their audience better. This move opened up a whole new world of opportunities for businesses to engage with their customers in a visually appealing and interactive manner. Simultaneously, Pinterest was also becoming a shopping hub. Shopping ads were introduced, allowing businesses to showcase their products directly on the platform. These ads made it easier for users to discover and purchase products, driving more traffic and sales for businesses. The shopping ads turned Pinterest into a virtual storefront, revolutionizing the way people shopped online. In addition to these new features, Pinterest was also spreading its wings geographically. The platform expanded to non-English speaking countries, breaking down language barriers and making it accessible to a global audience. This move was instrumental in rapidly increasing Pinterest's user base. The results of these efforts were phenomenal. Pinterest's user base skyrocketed. The platform was no longer just a niche community of crafters and DIY enthusiasts, but a global network of diverse users. This growth was not just in numbers, but also in the variety of content shared and discovered on Pinterest. From recipes to fashion, home decor to travel destinations, Pinterest was becoming a go-to source for inspiration across a myriad of topics. All these developments paved the way for Pinterest's success. They transformed Pinterest into a global platform that connected millions of people worldwide. It was a place where users could not only find inspiration, but also share their own ideas and products. By 2015, Pinterest had become a global platform with millions of users. Indeed, Pinterest's journey of rapid growth and development is a testament to the power of innovation and adaptation. Today, Pinterest is more than just a visual discovery engine. It has evolved into a vibrant digital marketplace and a hub for inspiration, ideas, and creativity. In its current state, Pinterest has shifted its focus to e-commerce, seamlessly integrating shopping into the browsing experience. It's no longer just about finding inspiration, but also about purchasing the items that catch your eye. The platform has become an essential tool for businesses and marketers who want to reach consumers in a unique and engaging way. The introduction of video pins has added a new dynamic to the platform. These short, engaging clips provide a more immersive and interactive experience for users. Whether it's a step-by-step tutorial, a product demonstration, or a teaser for a new product line, video pins have brought a whole new level of engagement to Pinterest. And let's not forget about the users. The platform has seen a remarkable growth in users over the years. Today, Hundreds of millions of people around the world turn to Pinterest for ideas, inspiration, and to discover new things. Users continue to pin, save, and share their favorite finds, contributing to the ever-growing collection of ideas on the platform. Pinterest has also become a go-to source for inspiration. From home decor to fashion, recipes to craft ideas, people use Pinterest to spark creativity and find new ideas. It's not just about browsing, but about discovering and being inspired. The platform has come a long way since its inception in 2009. It has navigated through challenges, seized opportunities, and evolved in response to user needs and market trends. Today, Pinterest isn't just a platform, it's a community, a marketplace, and a source of inspiration. So there you have it. The journey of Pinterest from an idea in 2009 to a global platform in 2024.